All right, now the fun one, routing and input changes. So if I go to plugins, plugins right here, and I look at, oh, not plugins, I'm sorry, patches, patch bay. This is where everything is routed from backstage, on stage into the board. Again, it doesn't match verbatim. You can see where stuff is by kind of looking here. If you're wondering what any of this means, me too. That was a joke. This is where stuff comes in. This is where stuff kind of goes out. You can see on the back of the board, subwoofer is going out of aux 4, which means it's probably 1, 2, 3, 4. It's probably that guy. All right. And again, this side of the board is output. This side of the board is input. So when I go to inputs over here, input 1 is kick, right? It's channel 1, but it's staged on the stage. It's input 25 across the stage. There's inputs behind the drums, inputs under the piano, inputs right, kind of like underneath the cross on the 3rd step, inputs underneath the keys, inputs right underneath, you can see it. There's that little square that's like got silver on it right underneath that podium. That has inputs on it. There's inputs underneath those trees in the back on both sides. There's inputs kind of behind the keys. They're all over the place. That's what stage input is there. Again, whenever you click things, you can see what stage input they are, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Piano is input on stage 8, which is also makes more sense because now we're finally kind of matching up to input 8. But all this is telling you is where it goes into the board and what it is. All right, and this just kind of is your map of where everything's located on the stage or on the board. Let's see, FX returns, don't really worry about that. Directs is an important thing. Directs is where we send sounds to, what's it called? The Avioms. ANET card E. So if you go to direct, and then you go to outputs, this is where we send stuff to Ableton, or not Ableton, our, I'm sorry, what's it called? Our in-ears, Avioms. So Aviom channel 1 is Ron. All right, so ANET card E, think of it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, whatever it is. 1, that's the Aviom line 1, Aviom line 2, 3, 4, 5. This one, what is this guy? See, we don't know. Oh, there it is, acoustic guitar. That is in ANET card 6. It's not talkback. I don't know what that is, but that's number 7, and so on and so forth. All right. So it just kind of tells you. Oh wait, that's a microphone, and then we get to acoustic, electric, keys, piano, bass. Ableton's got to be somewhere in there. Oh, Ableton's right there. All right, so that's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So line number 7 or 8 is Ableton. All this is saying is like, these are all called card slots back here. All right, these are all removable and put it back in. So you can send different things to different places. That's just how we route stuff onto the stage. How it comes in, how it comes out. Again, a lot of it, you just got to kind of like read and slow down to help figure out where you are, where you're coming from, where it is on the board, right? What's it trying to do? And then if you want to see where it's directly going, our direct outs, that's Ableton, or gosh, Avioms. Outputs, that's where our subwoofers go out. Inputs, that's where things are coming in. FX returns, we really don't use like that. Inserts, we don't really use like that. There is one right here. Nope. The drum mix, instead of having a 45 strand or 45 input like Aviom mixer, we kind of group everything together and then we send that to the Aviom. Same thing with the click track. Click track has its own like input just because it's used in such a different way than being in the mains, and how we route it, just how it's set up is fine. But just understand that's where you can find those two because those are set up a little bit separate. If you ever want to adjust those or find out where they are for some reason, should never really be a reason to, except for labeling. That's where you can find those things. All right, let me see what else we need to talk about.